I almost didn't make it. They asked me for my papers. I showed them my Enagic certificate. They apologized and let me go. Man, feels good to be here. Woo! My name is Omar Ramirez. Some of you know me, and I've been around. I came into the company in 2007. I will say, without a doubt, this is the most excited I've ever been being part of Enagic right now. Man! Woo! I would invite you to take a little bit of attention and notes to what I'm going to share. Just some experiences that I've seen throughout the years, and I'm going to boil it all down to, I think, what the basics are about how to be successful in this business. And I know there's some amazing leaders here today, incredible. I was watching some of the trainings yesterday, unbelievable. But I just, I want to share with you from a position of being here, the amount of time that I've been here, and just the people that I've learned from. And man, it's been an amazing journey. I want to share with you why I planted my flag here in Enagic. Why Enagic? Of all the companies that you could be involved in, and there's a bunch of them, why this one? Why are you here this weekend? What made you come back? Some of you I've seen, some of you that I haven't seen in a while, you're here today. I was like, wow. I mean, people that I thought were no longer around. I mean, no longer around. They're here. I was like, whoa. I was amazed. I was shocked. And people are here excited. And I will tell you that Enagic is a very special company. I haven't seen anything like this. And here we are celebrating, what, over 50 years, 51 years? Can we give it up to Enagic and Oshiro? 51 years? Man! Thank you. And by the way, phenomenal events from the staff, all the works behind the scenes. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, of course, Mr. Oshiro, Enagic staff, and all the leaders who are here. One of the things that I really want to say about this company, and especially the product, let me ask you honestly, okay, and don't do this for me. You're not going to sell me, okay? How many of you, from the moment you tried Kangen water, honestly, from the moment you tried Kangen water, you felt the difference? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Look around the room. These people aren't trying to sell. I have never seen a product that has amazed me so much, even from just giving a sample to somebody. It's unbelievable, and the results and the testimonies and the lives of the people that, I'm telling you, I've heard stories, I've seen stories that are almost too difficult to believe, but they're real, and you know what I'm talking about. But over and over and over again, this product, and I'm talking especially about the water, is so life-changing. But when I looked at the compensation plan, now this is a picture of a leader. She's one of the top leaders in the company. And I like this photo because this is what you don't see. You actually, I had these days when you go to the mailbox, and I know in different countries, I don't know how they pay in Canada or in Mexico, but here in the US, you get checks, paper checks. How many of you have gotten a check in the mail? Raise your hand. Look around the room. Look at that. Woo! And I'm telling you, the hardest part is just opening the envelopes, like you're sitting there all day just with the scissors. I had a lady, true story, we were at an Enagic event in Arizona, and she was massaging her wrist. And I said, "What's wrong, honey?" Aurora. I said, "What's wrong, Aurora?" She said, "Oh, my wrist." I said, "Did you fall?" She said, "No, I just keep opening the checks. I have to keep opening the checks." I said, what a real life problem, right? But that's what Enagic does. You wake up every day excited because you go to the mail. I used to hate going to the mailbox. Now I look for my mailman. I know his name. I give him a cup of Kangen water. Hey, how's you doing, Henry? You know, and when he doesn't show up, I kind of get sad. But the compensation plan, guys, I haven't seen anything like this. When I found out how much you get when you sell a Kangen machine, and by the way, we have great products. I'm excited now what's going on with the beef. I mean, man, I won't be able to sleep tonight. Woo, the beef, the Ukon, the M-Guard. I talked to a guy here who's here tonight, and yesterday he made $2,700 just selling a few of those anti-radiation. What are they? The M-Guard. And I said, man, I got to start telling people about this. There's so many products that people, you know, they're just not selling. But what I love about the Kangen water, I've been to Torrance. I've never seen a company like this that gives away samples and people come like crazy to try it. And if you've ever been to Torrance, you know this line. I've seen it out the building sometimes. And don't try to cut in line. These people they'll bite you, okay? Don't mess with them, okay? They want their Kangen water. But there's a thirst for what we have, folks. I want you to know. I love the example Daniel gave earlier. He said, if your Kangen machine went missing or stolen, how long would it take you to get another one? Well, you get it the same day. You'll order one the same day. We can't live without this water. But here's what I love about Enagic. I'm going to tell you. Some of you are seasoned network marketers. You've been in all kinds of projects. I've never seen a company where you can give out unlimited samples. Unlimited samples. Now look, I love the Ukon, but I can't give away too much of that stuff because, you know, I got to pay for it. That steak, I ain't giving away no free steak. No way. That stuff is, you know, the Wagyu stuff, no way. That's for me, right? But the water, that's how easy this business is. When I saw this, I said anybody could do this. Matter of fact, if you don't know how to fill up the water after the session is over tonight, we're going to have a class in the back, and we're going to show you how to fill up containers, okay? It's really simple. And then you get your PhD. That's it. Fill up water and give it to somebody. And, oh, by the way, for those of you who think that everyone knows about Kangen water, I had some of my team that's here, the Latino team. Give it up for, where are mis Latinos? ¿A dónde están? Where are my Latinos at? Woo! I was talking to one of my leaders, and she said, oh, yeah, I was talking to one of the guys who works here. Have you heard about Kangen? He said, what? I've never heard. So, guys, there is a whole world out there that has no idea what Kangen water is. But the beautiful thing is, have some gallons there in your car. That's your business card. And now, by the way, I don't know if do you guys know about those new drop cards Daniel was talking about? I have mine. It doesn't say anything about Kangen or Enagic. It's just a drop card with your name, your phone number, your email. It has a QR code, and they zap it with their phone, and it takes them to a demo, a business overview. These are incredible. You can order like 500 of them. It's nothing, like $80 or something like that. KangenToolbox.com. Tony Mack, he's here. These are so awesome. And obviously, I'm going to look for people who want to make money and give them my drop card. I don't get anything off of that, okay? I just want to help you guys because it's good stuff. But anyhow, however you do it, KangenToolbox.com. However you do it, look, you have your water, you have the drop cards, however you do it, your testimony, just know that there's people out there that don't know about it. When I saw how long this company, I was in Enagic before they had their office in Torrance. They had a little office in Gardena, California. And I remember, because I remember the lines of people that were coming there to get water. When I saw the office in Dubai, when I went to Dubai, when I saw the office that they have in, I've been to the office in Washington. I've been to the office in Texas. I've been to the office in, in Orlando. I want you to know something, that people who say, oh, how about this other machine, or how about this other company, or how about this other whatever? Can you touch the building? Who's the owner? Where's the service center? Who owns, where is anybody? Do they have employees? Or is it just a P.O. box? Do you understand that this company is solid? It's been around since 1974. This company is in over 29 countries now, 40 locations, something like that. Unbelievable and growing. So when I saw the ability to know that this company is going to be there for me for years to come. And that's why I didn't get involved in all these other things. Every one of my friends was trying to get me in some other business. Whatever it was, Forex, crypto, whatever it was. And they're all gone. Company's gone. Now, you might be one of the lucky ones who made it in a different company. Everyone that I know who tried a different company, guess where they came back to? Home. They came back home. Why? Because they know it's solid. And that's why Enagic for me. But when I saw, and you saw that today, when I went to my first Enagic ceremony, I was sitting in the audience like you. And I saw these people come on stage getting their award, their checks. I don't know if they still show the checks. They were the big posters. And I made the mistake of bringing my wife to that event. And she looked at me, she was sitting next to me, and she looked at the guys on stage. She looked at me, she said, "How come you don't have one of those?" Never bring your wife to one of these things, okay? Because they're going to see how much money's anyhow. But now the wife says, "Hey, if you ain't doing it, I'm going to do it, right? Right, ladies?" Right? But so when I looked at how many people were making money, I was like, this is different from all these other network marketing companies. Traditional network marketing companies, can I tell you what they do? 3 or 4 guys are getting fat. Everyone else is there in the audience waiting. One day I'll make it. One day I'll make it. One day I'll be up there. And they got the same 3, 4 guys going all over the U.S., all over the world, talking about the product, talking about the company, talking about the dream. But nobody ever gets there. Did you see how many people were up here dancing and the names that were going up on the screen? I thought it would never end. Can we give it up to all the people who got their awards? I mean, come on. I was like, man, this is going on forever. What does that tell you? That tells you that everyone can make it. Everyone can, no, let me rephrase that. Anyone can make it, but not everyone will. Because there is an X factor, and that's you. Are you going to decide to make it? But I love the diversity. I love that it doesn't matter what race, doesn't matter which country, doesn't matter if you're one of the top ladies in the company. She doesn't even speak English very well. She doesn't even, honestly, and the kind of money she makes, and I was like, what? I see guys that are making money that shouldn't technically be making money, and they're making money. How does that happen? You know why? Because the product speaks louder than they do. It's the honest truth. Oh, by the way, if you can't make it in Enagic, a company that you could give out free samples, what makes you think you're going to make it in a $40 vitamin thing? How are you going to do that? And by the way, please don't try to recruit low-ticket people. Low-ticket people are broke. They stay broke. You got to elevate your game. Elevate your game. You got to, don't beg for people. Do not beg for people. You say, hey, I want this guy. This guy gets to be on my team. This guy gets to follow me as I go up the top to the hill. So don't beg for people. Stay away from broke-minded people. By the way, this room that you see, this is one of my teams. That one guy was responsible for filling this room. One guy, I won't say his name, but one guy who one of my girls Maria Elena, she's here somewhere. I saw her and she has her team from El Paso. She recruited one guy and her life changed like this. Can I tell you that you're here today and you might not be making the kind of income yet, but do you realize that you're just one person away from breaking through? One person, one. I know, by the way, there's a guy who's going to come on stage today after me. I know his story. I know how he broke through. I know a few stories of the leaders here. It was literally one person, one decision, one encounter that changed everything for them. So are you going to quit before you meet that one person? They're out there. What I love about Enagic is that money's no excuse, because if you don't have the money to come in, they'll finance you. They won't even check your papers. They say, hey, just put you down and we give you the machine. They'll gamble on you. What other company? Go try to buy a Toyota without any credit. Go try to get anything without any credit. They're going to be like, get out. Enagic's like, come on, just put a little down and pay out the rest, and you start making money. The minute you get your machine, you can start making money. Now, you can come in with any product. I just love the machine because for me, that's the foundation. And the last thing I want to say is the ability that you have to make this type of income, you're not going to find anywhere. I mean, whoever designed these pillows, I like this. This is a pillow that has the 6A8-3. Look, I never in my life, made the type of money that I'm making now here in Enagic. And I'm telling you that if I didn't have Enagic, I don't know where I'd be. I didn't have the formal education. I don't have the degrees. You know, I didn't have all the education. But you know what? I had a desire. And I knew that something was out there waiting for me. And I truly believe that I was guided by someone bigger than me and brought me to that meeting that night. And it changed my life. And when you get to this level, when you get to 6A8-3 and above, when you get there, because you will get there, right? Right? When you get there, you're going to look back and you're going to say, wow, I made it. And then what's next? You know what's next for the leaders that are 2 3s and above? You know what's next? To reach down and say, come on, let's do it. Let's make this happen together. Let's get to the top together. That's why Enagic is about you. It's about us. It's about everyone coming together. It's not just one person. And I'll close with this. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow when you go home, whatever the case is. Maybe you heard something this weekend that inspired you, but how long is that going to last? You know, inspiration is good, but like someone once said, it wears off. It's like taking a shower, you know, you got to keep doing it, right? But it's about you taking action. And let me ask you, if you don't take action, and if this is not for you, if this is, let's just say you're here this weekend as a guest, you like it, you know, but it's not for you. Well, let me ask you a question. If not this, then what? What are you going to do with the rest of your life? Go back to life as it was? Is that it for you? Is that it? Are you done? If not Enagic, what? If not you, I'm talking to you. If not you, then who? Who's going to tell those people around you about this life-changing company? Who's going to do it? If not now, when? Next week, next month, next year? I'll start that diet, I'll start that goal, I'll start that business. It's always tomorrow, tomorrow, mañana, mañana. No. Hoy. Today. Today is the beginning of the rest and the best of my life. Today. And the last question I have for you, if not your future, if you're not going to do this for your future, whose future are you going to be building? Because it's either your future that you're building or someone else's that you're helping. I hope that you can walk from this event a changed person and know that nothing in life happens by accident. Let this be the moment, now, let this be the moment that you make that decision to take action, that's the key word, to lead because you are a leader, and to shape that future that God has for you. My name's Omar Ramirez. God bless you. See you at the top.